Hey, how you doing? Ernest is already on too. Hey, sis.
Hey.
What's up, Ernest? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you so much for asking. She
Hey,
said I'm great. Thank you, sis. I really appreciate it, Phoenix. You love my glasses? I just cleaned them.
they are nice. They're nice.
Thank you. Been wanting to
Yo,
change them, but didn't get to that part yet. Actually, I just got them like last year, but sometimes you just when you gotta wear them all the time, you want
right.
change. So that's just the way it
Yeah. I
is.
need I need new glasses though, so I feel you.
You wear glasses too?
I do. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't wear them all the time, but yeah, I need. They're broken. So it's like, yeah.
she's laughing at me because I said I just cleaned them. You know how I am. I just be like, yeah, okay, thanks. No big deal. All right, let's see who else is here. Nobody
Beauty
else.
baby in the
All right,
room.
they struggling in so far. Beauty
Yeah.
baby, thank
Hey,
you
what's
for
up?
being with us. Dwayne, oh my God,
Wait, hey.
did you guys see the video
I
that
feel him.
Wayne
I
dropped?
feel him. That's the
Wayne
crazy thing. Yeah. I responded to
Dwayne
him. I'm like,
dropped
yo.
the illest video tonight, guys. I'm gonna tell you first of all, whoever's on this live right now, if you're not following Dwayne, whether it be on Rizzle and YouTube, you need to. You need to, because that boy is hilarious. Like the stuff he comes up with, I don't know where he comes up with that, but
Right.
for real, Dwayne is crazy, crazy. Like he's the official fool on Rizzle. Okay, he's the official fool on Rizzle. All right, like Mitch says, but he was right though. He
He
was
was
right.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got that same warning today, and like I was saying in a response like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, I'm not getting paid regardless, so why am I in a rush to create
I'm
some
telling
content for
you.
this share though? You know,
You're welcome, Dwayne. For real, you got good content, great content.
I
I
agree with
mean,
you, doing.
let me tell you, I could be having a bad day. All right, literally, I be having a bad day, and one of his videos come up, whether it's Rizzle or his YouTube, and it's like therapy for me, for real. No lie, I just be laughing so much, like it just makes my day. It just makes my day for real. And I'm just so
So,
happy to have Dwayne on my timeline, like where I could just be like, you know what, I could get a few laughs because it's important, especially with everything going on in this world right now. You better have some people that can make you laugh for real because it's
exactly.
serious. It's really serious.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna go on and start up. Hey, Kevin Touch, what's up,
Hey
KT?
T,
Thank you
what's
for
good,
joining
man?
us. It's been a while since Kevin's been with us. Well, thank you for being on. I don't know if it's your first one with me on my live or I don't know, but it's been a long time. So thank you for being with us. So let's just get
Hey,
started.
Big Gene in the house. I see you.
Mr. Big
It's been a while since I've seen Gene in one of these.
I know. The thing
He's
about it,
always working.
his working hours always interferes with the times, but
Yeah.
he may be off today, so you never know. It's all good.
Nothing take down, Gene. Shut up. I got the game on right next to me. Don't play.
So, Ernest, you can go on and introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are so we can get started.
All right. So, what's up, y'all? I'm Ernest. Overall creative person, but I guess if I had to drop one thing, I'm more so of a writer. That's like my thing. Um, Host two podcasts, the My Two Cents podcast and the Let's Talk About It podcast. Both podcasts are weekly podcasts, but they're different. The My Two Cents podcast, I pretty much talk about music. I listen to an album every week, or at least almost every week, and then just review that album. And then that's that. For the Let's Talk About It podcast, it's pretty much everything else outside of music. So it could be about politics, it could be about life, sports, anything, unrelated to music because I already got a podcast dedicated to that. So,
Hmm.
um, pretty much I do that. I do a lot of other things. I'm on Rizzle with a lot of you all on here. Ricky, what's up?
What's up,
Um,
Ricky?
I'm on Twitch. I just started streaming on Twitch. I do like video game plays and stuff, so that's also something I do. Um, I started back doing stuff like that on YouTube as well. Not the streaming, but more so just talking about like video games or just talking about random stuff as well. Yeah. I mean, anything else? I definitely
So
would like to.
one part I want to highlight on right now is the writing part.
Yeah.
How, yeah, how does that work with you? Do you journal, or is it a everyday writing, or is it just stories?
It's everything. I journal multiple times per week. I don't write in it every day. I used to do blogging every day, but then just I started working on stories and books and stuff. So that's been my everyday writing grind. I
Mhm.
do try to blog at least once or twice a week. Sometimes I can go a couple weeks without doing so, but um, yeah, writing has just been something that I've been really into on and off at certain parts of my life. I first like fell in love with it like fifth grade or so. And then
Mhm.
I stopped doing it for some time because I just didn't think I could, do much with it. I thought it was just going to be a hobby. So then I just was like going throughout life, like, I want to be this, I want to be that, and all this other stuff. So then it wasn't until probably, I want to say like junior or senior year of high school where I'm like, this is actually something that I like doing. But then
Mhm.
I didn't decide to make it like a career choice until like sophomore year of college. So like pretty much I was on and off with it, but now ever since sophomore year, which was 2012, I've been, focusing more so on like writing as a career. So yeah.
Nice, nice. So let me acknowledge we have Miss Ariana that's here. I think it's Crown Queen Bonnets in the
Yeah,
house for the
yeah,
first time. We
yeah.
must acknowledge her. She's supporting Ernest. Okay, let it be known. She's
Appreciate it,
here.
Ariana.
Yeah.
DC, I see you. Yep.
And DC's with us today. Thank you for being on, DC. And DC is one of our very, very big supporters. I mean, he makes every
Right.
live. He
GQ,
keeps
GQ, I
every
see you.
live. Okay. We've been here from the very beginning. So
Right.
just peace and love to both of them.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
the writing part, I'm really interested too, because obviously I'm a writer, you know.
Yeah.
Um, the thing about it is I do the journal part as well.
Mm.
Um, more
GQ,
to
what up, man?
uplift, my energy and bring positive
Right.
vibrations, writing affirmations, and basically writing how I'm feeling on a daily basis. But I want to know for you, what's the benefit out of the writing for you? Like, why do you continue doing it? And what's the great part that you find in it?
Pretty much the same reason, username. Plus more. I've always been someone that was just an independent thinker or just independent doer. And writing is something you can do independently. You can express what's on your mind. You are your own boss for the most part, depending on what type of writing you're doing, of course. But you are in charge of all of that. And though that aspect of, I guess, the job is really cool to me. But just again, I've always been someone that just journaled down how I felt, and just the aspect of creating something or just evoking emotion through that writing, whether it be my own emotion or someone else's emotions or whatever, or just getting feedback from it, whatever the feedback is, really. I just always enjoyed that aspect of writing. So then it was just like, yo, this is something I can do. This is something I could, that I really want to make, a career out of.
Awesome, awesome. So basically, are you published author?
Yeah, I mean, one book. You know,
Hey,
my
it
first
only
book.
takes one book.
Hey,
Once you got
yeah,
one
yeah,
published work out there, it takes one book. I mean, there are several different ways for you to actually be published. Some of us.
yeah. I'm working
Hey,
on. Yeah, I'm
Shamoon, thank you
trying.
for being with us.
Simone, what's good?
Faith is
Hey,
in the house.
hey, body,
Woo!
buddy.
Thank you so much. Um, yeah, what people don't understand, like the reason why I want to highlight on the writing, like people don't
Yeah,
understand how easy it is to be an author. It's very simple. You could become an author on your own with your own book. You could
yeah,
do it anthology style, which is how I got introduced to it, and I just happened to be at the right place at the right time. I joined a group on Facebook, and the ladies wanted to do a women empowerment movement, and they're like, you know what, ladies, it was 250 of us in the group, and they said, each woman, do you have a story that you want to share that's going to inspire another woman? And those of us who were like, yes, no problem, we publish each of our story individually. So my very first published work was I was
yeah.
part of a women's empowerment program of 250 women who published stories to inspire other women. And it came out in March in 2015 for Women's Day. And that's it.
Right.
And then after that, it just continued. I just continued. So if anybody wants to become an author, I mean, by all means, you can. You don't always necessarily have to write the whole book from start to finish. You know,
Yeah,
it, you could break it up in pieces. Like if you and I want to do a collab together on a book, we could collaborate and do that. We could do it with a
right.
whole entire group of people where each person will just have their storyline, which is probably going to be maybe like, you know, a
Oh,
250 words, and that's it. You
yeah,
get what I'm saying?
yeah,
But it doesn't matter what name that's in front of the book. Once your work is inside, even if somebody else's book, you're a published author, and
yeah,
that's the bottom
yeah.
line. And you get to market that book. You get to make your money on that book. So hey, it's wide open, guys. I'm just letting y'all know. What's up, Chris?
Chris, what's good, man? Good to see you.
So that's cool. Now let's talk about the podcast part of everything. Shamoon says one day he'd like to write a book. You sure can. And it's not even one day.
Well,
Like
yeah,
when you
I
say,
encourage everybody really to, write about yourself. You don't got to be into writing or whatever, but I think that people are going to find out a lot about who they are as an individual if they start writing about this stuff. I know Chris,
he's
he
into
does some
writing.
writing. Yeah,
Yes.
he's in the writing. I was looking at a couple of his samples,
Right.
and he's doing well and stuff. So, like, yeah, I encourage
Yeah,
everybody, whether you're into writing or not, um, at least journaling about yourself. Start from there, then see where it takes you.
absolutely. And the thing about writing, it's not like back in the days where you had to follow so many guidelines and principles. I mean, you still have to,
Yeah,
follow grammar and all that.
yeah,
But
they still, yeah.
the thing about it is that writing style is very creative, you know,
Hmm.
and nowadays it's even more creative than you would ever think. So everybody has some sort of uniqueness to them. And hey, the world is looking for that. So you just might as well. I mean, it's a win-win situation no matter what, no matter how you turn it.
Exactly.
And it's a
Exactly.
marketing tool. It's also a marketing tool. So that's something that you guys can also think about. So what about the podcasting? Because I know you got more than one, and I want to
Yeah.
know how you divide your time to actually podcast. And do you podcast on your own? Because for you to have more than one podcast going,
Yeah.
and you're consistent, obviously, because I did check your stuff, so I know you're
Yeah.
consistent. Okay.
Appreciate
So
that.
I just want to know, like, how you working it, and are you just doing it by yourself?
Yeah, I'm just doing it by myself. I'm open for guests and everything. I'm open for a co-host, but I've had guests, but never like a co-host offer or whatever. It is what it is. It's been doing it for like since 2018 now, so I'm kind of used to doing it by myself. But how do I find time? I just allocate time for it. I usually record those episodes on Saturday, and then I for the entire weekend edit them and then upload them Monday mornings anyways. So I mean that's the time there. And just I honestly wish I could give you an answer other than I just allocate time for it. So that's the best I can give.
Nice.
Mitch, what are
Mitch
you
is in the
doing?
house. Oh my God, Mitch, thank you so much for being on. I really was not expecting you today because I know you said you're going to take off from social media, but just to see you on just really makes me feel really good. So
Yeah,
I
good to see
just,
you and Faith on as well. Yeah, for sure.
yeah. So, so the whole podcasting thing. The whole podcasting thing, I mean, you do it on your own time now. The trivial thing with podcasting is creating your space to make sure that it's clear from noise. Okay. And
Mm.
that's been a challenge. Okay.
Yes,
You
it
know,
is. Yes, it is.
and that's the part that I hate about podcasting, that I put it on hold
Yeah.
because I was just like, you know what? I just to get one episode out, to tell you the truth, Miss Delia Wynn is in the house for the first
Hey, my
time. Oh
girl.
my God.
She's hilarious too. She's
Ernest.
another funny one on Rizzle. Yeah, I love her. She's dope.
Yeah, she's one of
Yeah,
the
she's hilarious.
newbies and she
Yeah.
is rocking it big
Hey.
time.
Hey, yeah.
And we have 16 shot. Is that one shot? 16 shot?
I think it is actually shit 16. I don't think that's one shot though.
16
If it
shot?
is,
Well,
shout out to
welcome
one shot.
aboard. I'm not sure who that is, but welcome aboard. Thank you for supporting us. So yeah, what's the room that you go into? Where do you find it? Is your house full of people? Who you hiding from to do this podcast?
um, I'm all in my room, and my roommates know when I'm in my room. That means don't come in unless you knock
Okay,
or
so
unless it's an
when you're
emergency.
doing it, are you doing it at a time when you have your thing going on? Is it at a time
Yeah.
when everybody else is sleeping, or like it's just crazy? You know what I'm talking
Nah. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, and when I first started doing it, it was that hectic. Like you can hear people coming in and out. You can still hear people, but my neighbors are loud, so that's why. But like, I just roll with it. I'm like, hey, it's a part of the show until I get you know, one until I get my own place, and two until I get a better setup. But they know and they got a respect for it. And we're never really home at the same time. Like I live with two other people, but yet it's
about?
either two of us. Like right now, it's only two of us home, and it's
Mhm,
either one of us is here, two of us is here. It's rarely that all three of us is here in the first place.
mhm,
So that kind of helps, that not it's not a full house when I'm recording. Um,
okay.
and the other person is usually in their room or they're out doing whatever. Um,
Okay.
so that's how I'm able to do it without them interrupting me. But like I said, when I first started, it was crazy because it was just, I'm me. So they're like, "Who are you talking to?" Or like, why you yelling? Why you doing this? And like, or you can hear laughter in the background and stuff. And I'm like, let me just roll with it and make it part of the show and stuff. So it's like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes you just gotta kind of make it part of the, like, this is my lifestyle type of thing to
yeah,
make
yeah.
it work. Other than that, it's just not gonna work because it's almost impossible. And sometimes it's not even the household. It could be like noise coming from outside, like the window.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. That's what most of the noise is nowadays for me. People outside, dirt bikes and everything,
Jesus,
riding
come
around,
on.
cars playing blasting music. I'm like, if I get a copyright strike because of this shit, I'm coming out there. I can't be
I thought I
having
was
this
the
music
only
in my
one. I thought I was the only one. I bet
Nah, nah,
because
nah.
I was like,
That's
I'm
what
gonna
it
go
is when you're
home.
living in the city. Yeah, when you live in
Yeah.
the city, that's all you hear. So
So now, what made you come on Rizzle, and how did you find out about Rizzle?
I saw the ad for Rizzle on Instagram. I was just scrolling and I saw the ad, and then it looked like a cool platform. It was, mentioning about how you could get paid to do X, Y, and Z and be yourself. And the slogan, I really like the slogan. And what was it like? It's like real talk, real people, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm like, all right, that's me. Let me get on here and see if that's what they're really about. So I got on and I'm just like thinking, all right, let me just do me. I was gonna give it a week. And I'm like, let me give it a week. And after that, I'm just gonna shut it off like I've done like other apps in the past and just delete my account. But then
Uh-huh.
like people just started showing love and all that stuff, and I'm like, I can't leave these people. Like these are
Uh,
great people. So it's like, yeah. And then I've made like connections with folks. Like GQ reached out. Anastasia was actually like one of the first people to reach out. That was cool of her to do. Then it was GQ, PETA, DC, and then just a bunch of people really. And then I'm like, yo, these some great people. Let me just,
mhm.
stick around and see what it is. Plus, I fell in love with the app itself. It was a dope app. It was something different, something that I've never seen before. So I'm like, that's pretty cool. So, you know,
Yeah.
that's what made me stay.
And Justin said, what was it on the last live? One of the lives he said
He
that
said
you were
he's
number one
always
in
throwing that in
India.
my face. Yeah, yeah. It was a few months ago. Pretty much, I was, I guess, the top Rizzler in India, and he would not let me live that down. I love it, but it's like, come on, Jackson, that was months ago. Well, am I the top Rizzler now? Then we got work to do. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I love it. I
Well,
love it.
I think on that matter, we all got work to do.
Yeah,
At this
yeah,
point.
yeah, exactly.
Because it's like, okay, we reached the top at a certain point, but at the same time, they're not actually really giving us the opportunity for us to remain at the top. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, right. Plus, we're still on. I think we're still on a like top Rizzlers list on, I guess, the America. That's all. I see my name up there all the time. So I'm like,
yeah,
you know, not that
yeah. I mean,
gotten complacent. I'm just like, I'm still there, so I must be doing something right. So
it was so funny though. Like the other day, there's a new girl that came on, and she responded to one of my old videos, right? So when I went to respond back and I looked, I saw that it was a video that was featured. I was like, I didn't even know that video was featured. So I
hey,
was
okay,
like, oh, okay.
all right, okay.
And I was just like, oh.
That's how it was for me when Justin was telling me about the whole India thing. I'm like, okay, I know anything. They don't notify you or nothing. But
Mitch says that he was sure Ernest was going to be one of his best friends on Rizzo. Aw.
hey, I appreciate that, Mitch.
Yeah, so I'm like, the only thing is that it would be nice if they were to give us some sort of incentive, and it doesn't necessarily have to be financial, because frankly, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm not on the app to have a job. I already have a job. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm here to build my brand, basically. Like I'm here to build my brand. Every other platform, that's what I'm here for. So I don't want to work for Rizzle. All right. Let's make it clear. I don't want no
I
job.
feel you.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I'm not gonna be having to do certain
I
tasks a
appreciate that,
certain
GQ.
way during a certain time or amount. So I can no, it's not gonna work that way.
Yeah,
But there are ways that they could give you incentives, They could give you paraphernalias if I'm as far as I'm concerned. And I think people would be happy to get that. Get a pen, get a pin, a t-shirt,
sure. Yeah, yeah.
It's so easy to I was just talking to that with one of the guys. Like it's so easy to create your own merch line. Like why can't they just do that?
I mean, they did it before, so I got on, and again, like one of the first people who responded to me was Anastasia, and she was wearing the Rumble shirt at the time. So I'm
Okay.
like, oh, they got gear for this. I'm like, let me continue on this thing. I want a T-shirt, so
That
I'm
would have
pretty
been
sure they
nice if
can
you
do it.
continued it. That would have been really nice if you continued it, at least.
Right. Oh,
What's up,
speaking of
Jasmine?
Jackson, he just joined. Watch him mention how long you think it's gonna take for him to mention the
Tell
India
him
thing.
tell him we already mentioned it. We already mentioned it.
We already talked about Jackson, but he gonna do it anyways.
Or Ariana saying, or them to promote us on their social media to build our brands up. Well, that would be the thing too. But I think the way they do it is through the website and they just like promote a video. They just promote a video from whatever, like if it's featured or, that's it. And then they take it from there. They don't really do
On
anything.
Twitter, they actually they show our videos. They don't like show like everything else that we're doing, but they do
No.
show our videos on Twitter.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of people's vids and stuff, so it's like I've seen mine there like once or twice.
Yeah.
So they do promote us in a way, but only for their purpose, not for the purpose of, this is Ernest and he does X, Y, and Z and he's on Rizzo. It's like check out his video or, whoever's video.
Right.
So
Oh, Jassim
yeah.
is giving his excuses. He was late. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, though. No problem. We
It's all
appreciate it.
cool. Better late than never. You know that.
And Ariana says she never received her gear. So
She never received what?
her gear, like she never received that T-shirt or
Oh,
anything that they
I
were
never
giving
got
up.
one either. I just saw people wearing. I'm like, that would be cool. I want one. But I mean, I
And
ain't
Beauty
tripping.
Baby saying she wants one too because she doesn't have one.
Hey,
And Peter Zahn said they stopped making T-shirts when the name changed. Okay, so from
okay.
Rumble to
Thanks for
Rizzle,
that.
then they stopped making T-shirts. Okay, Jasmine has a crazy question. He goes, Martine, did you ask Ernest if anyone broke into his home yet? What is that all about? I don't know
All
about
right,
that.
so he's. I guess we got this running joke. He
Oh
started
boy.
it.
Oh
So
boy.
where it's like people break into my house and ask me questions about diversity for their business, how to encourage diversity in their business. Now I don't know where Jason got the idea that I'm HR or I diversity coach, but apparently I'm the guy everybody got to go to when you talk about uh, diversity. So I guess that's what he was referring to. And
Oh
the
my
question's
goodness.
always the answer's always gonna be Justin. Um, you gotta understand what the problem is first before we even tackle the problem. So that's
Exactly.
that's the best I
Exactly.
can say to that. You're right.
Great answer. There he goes with that question. Did you also ask him about his cult following in India?
Oh my! How long was that? I should have timed that because I was wondering how long it'd take him to ask that.
I can't. You guys are gonna make me cry on this set. I can't. Oh. So
Oh,
that's
Ernest for Rizzo HR. Hey, I mean, they gotta pay me for my HR services. Just saying.
oh yeah, Ariana, I do understand that though, but they don't be talking about what we sell if we do sell anything or if we have anything else to offer. And that's more the reason why I went on and I wanted to create the group for the residents part of Facebook, the Facebook part, because in
Mhm.
there that's where you could actually do that stuff, so if you
Right,
guys have
right.
something to offer, by all means post it in the Facebook group. It's not like you're spamming or anything. I mean, this is what we have there for us to connect and learn about each other and know what else that we have to offer. Because, we all don't just sit there and do videos all day long,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
do other things. So, I
yeah.
mean, some of us are working on YouTube, you're working on a podcast, maybe you want a guest for your podcast or something, Ariana could be having a sale with her merch line on her website, GQ could need somebody for his podcast. I mean, it goes on and on
Exactly.
and on and on and on, we could all decide to have like a internet party or something like that. And then DC come and DJ. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
We're
right.
all here together and we have a DJ. So
Like
it's
it.
like
Yeah,
so many things could be done, but we can't do it on Rizzle. There's no way to connect that way. You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that's the whole
100.
thing. She wants to know why would they would give up doing the merch. Well, I don't know. I mean, some people were saying income, whatever. Technically, it actually takes nothing nowadays to do a merch line. You
Mm,
guys know, right? Online, it doesn't take anything. As a matter of
yeah.
fact, you could do it in a way where they charge you after the purchase is done, where they just take a percentage. So I don't know. I really don't know how the whereabouts of that.
It's crazy. Yeah, I feel you though.
Jasmine is saying someone might even break into your house asking how to increase diversity. Ain't nobody coming to my house, Jackson, because you ain't saying nobody here. Okay.
Mm. Come on, Jackson, stop. Stop sending people to our houses now.
you
Come on
know,
now.
nobody coming here. Okay.
Not safe to break into people's houses, all right?
Oh my God. And Mitch says that he'll get you in the HR chair.
Hey, I appreciate that, future press. I appreciate
But you
that.
guys gotta vote for him for president of Rizzle. Okay. They got this president of Rizzle thing going on.
Yeah,
And
man.
Peter is saying that you can write for the Rizzle papers. I guess whenever they get the Rizzle paper.
Go. Hey, pay me for my service, and I'd love to. I'd love to. You know, I'm not doing it for free. I've done a lot of free writing in my life,
Oh
so
yeah.
I'm doing free writing now. So,
No, we passed
can't
that
take on
free stuff.
another free writing gig over here. But
We
yeah,
passed that
I
free
like.
stuff. You know.
Yeah, yeah, I
Um,
like it. Though.
so Jasmine is saying, have you asked Ernest about the riots happening in India? Because one person said that Joe Rogan podcast was better than Ernest's 2 Cent podcast.
This guy. He's like my promoter too. I love it. But if I'm gonna talk to the people in India real quick. I'm pretty sure they're not listening now. But if somebody says Joe Rogan podcast is better than mine, that's their opinion. Don't write over that. Calm down. I appreciate it though. I appreciate that dedication. I do.
Ah! So Mitch is saying that him being on a break from social media is not going to stop the election for Ernest to be in a cabinet. All right. So just want to let y'all
Mm,
know, you guys are
mm.
hilarious with your jokes. I can't take with you people. I can't. Okay. Oh no, Beauty Baby come up and says that she's running for president now, Jasmine. So we got an issue. We got a
President Beauty Baby, that sounds pretty dope. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie.
we got an issue now because a woman done stepped in, so you know it's not gonna be the same anymore. All right,
Mm,
guys.
always. Whose YouTube channel are you asking for, Delia? Because I'm pretty sure you subscribe to one of mine. I think.
Yes, I subscribe to Delia's too. She
Mm,
has a great YouTube channel as well. And so I subscribe to a lot of you guys' YouTube channels. So I hope you guys subscribe back. I actually have 2 YouTube channels. You know, I have my women's health channel, which is the Faces of Uterine Fibroids, which is actually the one connected to the Rizzle account. But then I
yeah,
also have the one where we doing the interviews, and I have other programs I'm going to be putting on there. So I repurpose the IG lives to that YouTube, which is the same handle as this, author Martine Myers. So if you guys go there, you guys can watch the lives on YouTube as well as other content that I'm putting on there. And a lot of it is related to Rizzle as well, you know, and stuff. But it's pretty cool. You know, you guys could check it out.
yeah. I'm gonna check out both of them too.
Yeah.
I knew about the uterine fibroid.
Faces of
I knew about that one. Yeah, I knew about
yeah.
that one, not the other one. But I'm gonna go there.
That one is really skyrocketing right now. I
Yeah,
must say. Like, actually, when I had started with Rizzle, I had given up on my YouTube channel because
yeah.
I really
Same
did
here.
not work it. You know, we had this conversation. I stopped at
Right.
78. And right now, today, I'm past like 380. You
That's
know, 'cause
dope.
I've
Dope.
been really working my stuff. So it's actually going really well. It's going really well. I mean, I get a lot of engagement on there right now. You know, so
That's dope.
I'm I'm very pleased with it, and I'm just gonna continue on and do what I got to do. Now, what is DC saying? He's gonna probably gonna retire from Rizzo sometime next week.
My
All right,
man been he been getting married in KFCs. He's been retiring in DC. All right, you'll be
so he
missed though.
also
You'll be
said
missed
that
for
he
real.
had a venture on Twitch. Is that Twitch? Did you get on Twitch?
Yeah, yeah. I just started like a couple weeks ago, so still
Okay.
fairly new.
Now,
It's just live streaming video games, me playing video games, acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? Clowning, pretty much.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah,
I actually started on. Well, I signed up on Twitch. I didn't start yet. I'm not into
mm.
gaming or anything, but I realized that there's more than just gaming on Twitch.
Yeah. You can do a
You
lot
know,
of stuff. It's known
yeah.
for gaming, but you can do a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah, so I'm actually looking to implement some programs that I can do on there. Then I have to designate a day that I
Yeah,
can do it, just like I'll have this designated for Tuesdays and Thursdays. and that's it. You know, because I do have a life, people, but
Mhm.
I'm trying to make everything work out at the same time. You know, so
Yeah, I
that's
know.
the thing. But we'll see how that goes. Yes, Dalia, I did see that you signed up to you just subscribed to my channels, and I thank you so much. Thank you so kindly.
Appreciate it. Yeah, she's dope. She always supports.
She's very dope. She's very dope.
And
And
she's
what I
funny
love about her
too. She's
channel
really
is
funny too. Y'all gotta check her out on Rizzo. And you have a YouTube channel, Delia? I
yeah,
think
her
you do. I
YouTube
just
channel is
didn't
good
check
too.
it. But yeah,
Her
yeah, yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
channel is pretty good. You know,
Yeah. She's
she's very
dope.
funny too. She's very funny.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Like hilariously funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Jackson got something real long. Breaking news. President Modi of India shutting down Oprah's show because Martine's a lot better than Oprah.
Oh, I was like, what
Plus,
now?
Ernest, India's most famous person. Thank you so much, Jackson. I so appreciate you. I want to let everybody
Jackson, man.
know that my show became the Martine Show because of Jackson. He named it the Martine Show. Okay, it
Okay
was just
then.
like a simple Instagram live, and I said, okay, I'm gonna designate Tuesdays and Thursdays because I see people are interested. And next thing you know, Jackson was like, well, it's the Martine Show. And I was like, okay. And everybody was like, yeah. And that was it. So that's how it all came about. Very simple.
Hey,
Jackson's the man. With all due respect, we just honor it. And that's it.
exactly. Exactly. The daughter
Oh,
turned on
Mitch is saying,
Delia's YouTube channel.
Mitch is saying that he wants the Martine show twice, 6 days a week.
Wow.
What?
We gotta get her paid though. We gotta get her paid for all that. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta get her paid. You know
Yeah,
what
we're
I'm
working on that factor right
saying?
now. We're working on that
Can't
factor.
be
We'll get
working
back to
harder than
you.
Oprah and not getting paid. That's
You
just
know what I'm
that's
saying? You
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not fair for anybody, you know?
Oh my
Oprah
goodness.
don't even film like that anymore and she getting paid still, so why not Martine?
Exactly. Exactly. And you know the thing about it is what people don't understand, like nowadays, is very simple for you to start a venture, right? Because of
Yeah,
social media. So if each and every one of us take social media very seriously, you know, we could really, really get somewhere. And we also have to break from the mentality of they have to like pay us. We have to make them want to pay us. You get what I'm saying?
true,
Like we
true.
have to create the opportunity for us to get paid without even actually asking for them to pay us. You get what I'm saying? And there are a
Yeah,
lot of constructive ways to do that, but we have to change our mindset. We have to change like the whole plantation type of mentality, the job mentality. Like, you know, I'm doing this, give me that. You know, it doesn't work that way. Like normally, it
yeah.
really
Looking
doesn't.
for instant
Not in the
gratification,
business world.
you know?
Not in the
Yeah,
business world. You know,
yeah.
so that's something that we have to train ourselves in, and I truly believe in that. And I'm really looking to make sure I deviate from that because it's just really unhealthy. You know, you kind of box yourself in for no reason. But once you get out of that, then you're pretty good. You know, it's all takes structure. It takes a little bit of work
Hmm.
here and there. You put a, you know, effort, but then you'll be all right. You'll be all right. I mean, just like your podcast, you can monetize your podcast if you want to right now. You know, there are a lot of ways that you can monetize your podcast. You get a couple of sponsors. Once you get
Yeah,
that, then you're good. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of people
exactly.
who are looking for a podcast so that they could just get a shout out. So why don't you just charge for a shout out? You know,
Right,
that's a commercial right
right.
there. You just mention them and that's it. Same thing with YouTube. A lot of people do the same thing with YouTube. It works. You know, all these people making it on YouTube. How do you think they're actually doing it? You know, you just got to use the resources correctly and properly. What is Jasmine saying now? Oh, wait a minute.
Mhm.
Dwayne, Martine's lives be hot. Thank you, be on fire. Thank you,
For sure,
Dwayne.
for sure. Yes, they do.
And I missed something. Jasmine said something really crazy. I wanted to read it. Oh,
Jasmine said something really
Jasmine
crazy.
just said, Peter, we all can agree that the Martine show is way better than the Dorian Williams show. Oh God. Thank you so much though.
You about to get
But
He
you
was
gotta
telling
make
me
sure,
earlier to talk about
look,
Dorian on my podcast. I'm like,
look, you gotta, well, you have to make, if that's the case, then you gotta make sure you subscribe to Author Martine Myers on YouTube, because
Right.
that's where we repurpose these lives over there. Okay,
Right.
because Dorian Williams show is Williams show. Subscribe. So
Yeah.
that's the way he calls it.
I'm good.
So
I ain't checking this stuff out, but shout out to that brother, man. Shout out to him. Shout out
exactly,
to him.
exactly. Oh my God, I can't with you guys.
I'll take your
Oh,
word for it. If
one thing
it's
I
cool,
wanted
it's
to
cool.
highlight. I don't know if Miss Ariana is still here, but she said something really crazy today, and I
What's
wanted
up?
to highlight it on this live. She went on. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but it was within this week. She went on and she said, "Oh, Rizzo has changed, okay, because they updated with all this music, whatever." But she was like, "I don't like this music that's on here. I cannot even use this music on here. I
Mm,
don't know why to use this music on here. Like,
I
what
saw that.
is
I
this?
saw
Can
that.
somebody explain this to me?" Let me tell you, I wanted to answer that video. I could not, because I just kept on like laughing and I was so messed up. So I was just like, let me leave it alone. I'll talk about it on the live so that we could all like refer to it. So
Right.
tell me about what do you think about the whole music thing on Rizzo right now?
I like the implementation of it. I like it. I've found a couple beats that I was satisfied with, but obviously my music taste is not the same as everybody else's. So I understand where she was coming from. I was agreeing with her. I wanted to respond too, but I'm like, hey, my girl, she gonna keep it real all the time. And I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy it. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God,
Like,
this is the
yeah.
truth. I love her. I love
Yeah,
her.
I was like, if anyone else is gonna keep it real on here, it's her for sure. But she got a right. She got a right to say what she said, and she was right for the most part. Now, again, like I said, I found some tunes that I was cool with, but it was by one artist. His name is Obey. Let me give him his shout out. He ain't in it, but whatever. Shout out to him. Other than that, everybody else, I was like, I don't know them. I don't know the Obey guy, but he's got some nice tunes. So I found some pleasure in it. I can
Okay.
understand if anybody else was like, it's not diverse enough. It's something else. Everybody got a right to feel however they. Montreal was good, but everyone got a right to feel however they want to feel. I like the implementation of it though, because usually when I do like with my podcast, I have background music. My YouTube channels, I have background music. So it's like I just like to fuse, I guess, music with my voice for some reason. I know that probably sounds narcissistic as hell, but
Mhm.
it's just something I like to do as far as like my editing of things go. Um, but hey, anybody else is like, we don't feel it, we don't like it. Um, I think keep telling them, hey, you need some more diverse music. You need some more,
Yeah.
because the songs, they didn't have a specific genre, or at least from what I don't remember, they were just like cheery, happy, and they're all moods. So it's like these are moods, not genres. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. So it's like I could get somebody if Ariana's like, let's have hip hop, R&B, or rock, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's have actual genres and not moods, because I don't know. And you can't really, with moods, you can't really dictate how does one sound. Like something that could sound super sad to you might be so happy for someone else. But at least with the genres, you can kind of lump them all in one category: hip hop, jazz, all that stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah.
So, Delia Wynn is saying that she is looking to start a podcast. Starting a podcast is very easy, girl. You can
Yeah,
start very
yeah.
simple.
Peter was telling you, just go on Anchor. That's one avenue where you could start. That's where I started my podcast.
Me too. That's where I
Um,
started. And
Spreaker is another place. And
but
there's
if you
like a
want to
bunch of
start for
other
free
places.
and no money
Yeah,
out, just to get yourself,
yeah.
you know,
No money
going.
out. You don't need a professional setup. I suggest people, if you want that, cool. My
Yeah.
phone though is so good enough, I guess, from what people told me, that it sounds like an actual microphone, but I don't. I use my phone. I use the microphone on my phone, and then I use the microphone on my laptop as well. And
Yeah.
That's my setup for now until I, start making more money, and then I'll get like a more, I guess, professional setup or whatever. But it's pretty easy.
It is very easy, very simple. You don't really need anything major, you know. Just use your phone. This,
GQ, the current beef between Degree and Esther, man. All right, so I love those videos, by the way. Degree, that man is crazy. He's crazy. He's my type of crazy, but Esther Man is my type of just cool, relaxed. It's like I have no dog in the fight because I kind of want to see both them brothers win, but whoever wins, I'm gonna be satisfied with it because again, Degree is my type of crazy, but Esther Man is so calm, cool, collective, confident, maybe overconfident to some folks, but I look at that and I'm like, that man knows he's the shit. He know he's not gonna lose. So it's like he can sit back, he can take a nap, he can eat peanuts, he could be on his phone, he could do whatever and not worry about what's going on. But Degree is crazy. And like I said, that man get busy. And I'm down with that as well. So hey, it's a dogless fight to me. What are y'all gonna say in the chat? Who y'all choosing? Degree or Extra? You know about them?
I don't know about Degree. I just know Extra Man, and I
You
know
know Extra?
Tony. Okay,
Yeah.
I know Extra
Now
Man and
Tony.
Tony.
Yeah. Now let me not get started on Tony. Degree is crazy. I mess with Tony, but Degree and Tony, that's just I'm going with Degree all the way. But hey,
But
who
who
y'all
got
choose?
Degree? Who got Degree?
That's Montrell's other character. But I don't
Oh,
know who.
how many characters you got, Montreal?
Yeah.
Come on now, how many characters you got? You started with Tony, and now you got Degree.
Hey, Peter saying Extra Man winning. Hey, listen, if he does, I'm gonna be right beside him, holding up his arm. If Degree wins, I'm afraid to hold up his arm, so I'm just gonna. You did it, brother. But you know what I'm saying, from a distance. But hey, I'm rooting for both. I can't pick. Now, if it was Extra Man and Tony, I love you. I love your creator, but I'm going with Extra Man on that one. So yeah.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that Montreal had Degree.
Oh, Tony got killed by Extra Man. See, I didn't even have to see that happen. That's what Peter just said. I didn't
I
even
don't,
have to see that
I don't
happen.
even, I don't even want to ask how or why or whatever. I don't want to know.
He probably did it in the most chillest way. He was probably just sitting down and just snapped his finger or something. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. One thing I want to ask you is about the Patreon. I remember when you came on and you said that you started a new venture with Patreon. So I really
Yeah.
want us to focus on that at this point so that we could get some insight. So let us know how you started and why did you start it and how's it going?
So, I mean, it's going well content-wise. Why I started it is because a lot of people outside of Rizzo, excluding y'all, but a lot of people like on Facebook or whatever was like, I don't listen to podcasts, and if you just did a video version of it, then I would listen to your podcast. All the excuses people use to not really support you. So I'm like, all right, put your money where your mouth is. So it's like, if you really want the video version, I started recording myself doing a podcast because before when I started, it was just audio. So I'm like, if this is something what people are saying that they really want, let's see if they're going to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Just $10 a month. It's not, and they get that plus extra content as well that audio listeners don't get. So it's like you're not just getting a visual podcast, you're getting that plus extra episodes, and just extra things in general that, again, people who listen to it for free, just the audio listeners aren't going to get. So that's pretty much why I birthed that, just, an extra source of income. And like I said, content-wise, it's going well. Haven't gotten any patrons yet. I also have another Patreon for just to like support my writing and stuff for the books that I'm working on. A book I'm working on now, and I'm trying to have that out like actually out by holiday season. So it's like just to support that. I'm not doing physical copies now only because I don't know what, the situation with COVID and everything. I don't want to risk people going out to stores and, so
Yeah.
um but I got a Patreon for that, and people who are patrons of that basically get discounts on books, free shipping as well once I start doing physical copies of the books.
Hmm.
I'm thinking of transferring, starting physical copies, probably like spring of 2021 for the book I'm releasing.
Yeah, you gotta have
Before.
it thought out. You gotta have it thought
Yeah,
out. But also
yeah.
make sure that you do have the electronic version as well. You do have the
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna start
you need,
with.
yeah,
Yeah, like I said,
you need
around
that.
like Christmas time, I'm gonna say around like Christmas is when that book will be out. I'll make more announcements about it, of course,
Mhm.
and then definitely when it's out, I'm gonna promote that thing to hell. So it's like all over Facebook, all over the group, all over Rizzo. That's all
Mhm.
y'all gonna see from me. So yeah, get used to that. But um, pretty much that's what I created the Patreon for. It's just to
Awesome.
support that, and for those who are saying, because I know not everybody is, that likes to listen to podcasts, and not everybody likes to just sit and listen to audio stuff. So I understand some people were genuine in that assessment, but then you got those who aren't genuine in that. So it was just like let me test people real quick. So you know,
So, with the Patreon, are you planning to do courses inside of the Patreon also?
and do what?
Courses.
Courses. I've never thought of that.
Well,
With
I
the
mean,
writing thing,
podcasting is your thing. You podcast
yeah.
like drinking water. So why
This
don't you
is
do a
all
podcast course inside of Patreon?
I
And
never thought of that. That's
you
why.
can do several different versions. I mean, it's infinity, and that's what you offer, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I
All right.
mean,
So you
something close to that though. I was doing the writing like with the writing because there's two tiers: the podcasting gear and the writing gear, writing tier.
exactly
So
you can have
yeah,
both in
with
there.
the writing, yeah. That's what I got. So like with the writing tier, it's like I will have like these workshops where like writers, illustrators, and I mean you don't have to be in the field to be in those workshops. You can just come and chill, but it's mainly for just other writers, illustrators, or editors. We're gonna just like come in, vibe out. We can make connections, collab on things, or talk about what we got going on and stuff. And again,
Right.
that one is about like $5 a month. And again, those people they get that. They also get free shipping on books, physical copies of books. They get discounts on books. So
Right. I
um,
think that's a great way to leverage your Patreon to offer courses in there as well related to the stuff that you love to do because you do them like forever. You know, it's part of you.
I,
So it would be
I feel
simple and
that. Yeah.
easy, and stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's how people do their thing. That's how you create and start to monetize. It's that simple,
Exactly.
you know.
Right.
And you do it via video, which is even easier because a lot of people are looking to learn that particular way now. It's a lot easier. So
Exactly.
you
It
might as
is.
well,
It is.
and you have a few people here that are looking to start a podcast. So they'll definitely join in, you know. So
Hit me up, y'all.
yeah. So I think that we have it's 8:55. My timekeeper, I didn't think I was gonna have a timekeeper today.
Where Mitch at?
You know? So I was like, I gotta do everything by myself. It's okay. So it's 8:55 or 8:56 right now. So if you guys have anything else, because you know how Instagram be with us,
Mhm.
they be like, but if you guys have anything else, by all means, drop them if you have other questions or comments or anything. But I think we covered everything. So we're just gonna like write it out. Because by 9 o'clock for sure they're gonna be like, be out.
Right. Correct. Yeah.
So, do you have anything that you would like to leave us with? Like any thoughts or, I don't know, affirmation? Because you're all about positive talk. So let us know what's
Yeah.
going through your mind.
um. I'm gonna try to get on my positive vibes real quick. Nah, shout out to him. Um, yeah, just y'all are great. First of all, let me just give y'all. I can't press the hearts, but y'all are great for sure. Y'all are dope. Like I said, the biggest reason why I decided to stay on the app was because of the people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to people like GQ, Peter, Montrell, Ariana. Ariana is really, she was like one of the first people I got like really, really close with on the app. Really cool. Delia, cool. Jessim, Martine, I can name everybody. So, all y'all are dope. Even people not even on here, that I can name. Dope. So I'm gonna start off with that. Anything else I gotta say? I mean,
Well, I'll
check
say
my
something.
stuff out. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You were one, like part of the group of the first people that actually greeted me on Rizzle. And I always remember that. Like it was just a warm welcoming from day one. And it's always been that way. It has never shifted. And I know if it hasn't shifted now, it's not going to shift any further. It's going to remain the same. So I just want to thank you for that, because it
Sure.
takes a lot when you connect with someone that's just mainly is the same all day, all the time, and that's a beautiful thing to have. It really is a beautiful thing to have. Like it's like we kind of never really know if you're having a bad day. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you'll just answer to your thing and that's it. I mean, sometimes depending on the topic, you could be short, but the point gets across. And I like that about you.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm always trying to, uplift people, doing what I can to help out and stuff. And, that's if that's my lane on the app, I will gladly, accept that role or whatever. It is what it is, it's something I don't mind doing.
Mhm.
Um, and I welcome it. I tell people all the time, hey, you need someone to reach out to. I'm here, other people are here, and it's like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna.
Ariana is saying that she loves your energy, Ernest. You are one of the reasons I stayed on the app was because you have such a
Hey,
positive
Ariana,
attitude.
you dope, Queen.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Yeah, I gotta check her stuff out too. She make bonnets. Y'all know I love my bonnets, but she make masks, face
Yeah, we know
masks.
you with
Just check her out.
bonnets.
Yeah, y'all know I love my bonnets. Mitch, where's Faith at? She already know. Y'all know. Y'all know.
Yes, Miss Ariana has a full-fledged store, guys. So by all means, get on and check it. I believe it's crownqueensbonnets.com.
Yeah, hold
Okay.
on. I got the card right here. Hold on. No, I still got the business card. So y'all can see that. Boom. Can y'all?
And she's gonna be our next upcoming interview. So get ready, guys. Okay,
Hey,
get
there you
ready.
go.
Get ready, because she's doing it. She's doing it. Very quiet lady, but she got her thing going for her. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this Ariana, by the way, you posted something about Afro beats, and I love the beat that you had on there. That's my type of
I
music and
fuck
stuff
with
like
Afro
that.
beats. I love it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. By all means,
Yeah.
please send that to my IG. Okay. I want to know who that artist is because I definitely want to support. I love that. I love that music. I love that music.
Babe, hey, Bonnet baby, let's go.
And I want to
Whoa.
thank each and every one of you guys tonight. I mean, it's a full house. It always is. So you guys are very consistent and I love the support. I love the support that you give each interviewee because you guys know it's really not about me. I really want to highlight each and every person on the app so that we could learn about each other because this is basically a learning curve for all of us. We get to know a little bit more about each other and we get to offer all that we can offer one another. All right. So that's what I would actually leave you with. And Instagram is still being good with us. So
Hey.
continue on. Oh, they
Yes,
just did the
hey.
timer. We only have like 21 seconds left. So thank you all for being with us. We had a great time. Super interview. Thank you, Ernest. You were a wonderful guest.
Appreciate it.
And
Appreciate it.
looking forward to next Thursday. All right, 8
Hey,
p.m. EST. Take care, guys. Have a good night.
bye.